See, we are going to discuss about deviation of gases from ideal gas behavior. First of all, see what is meant by real gas and what is meant by ideal gas. You know that the gas which obeys the ideal gas equation PV equals to nRT, such a gas is called as ideal gas, or it is also called as perfect gas. Okay. Now the gas which obeys this ideal gas equation is a perfect gas or ideal gas, but the gases in nature like H2, O2, N2, CO2, all these gases are not ideal. They are called as real gases. Now what is meant by real gases? The gases which cannot obey this ideal gas equation at all values of pressure and temperature, such gases are called as real gases. दोनों के बीच में क्या डिफरेंस है आइडियल गैस और रियल गैस में? Gas which obeys the ideal gas equation at all values of pressure and temperature are called ideal or perfect, and the gases in the nature are not ideal, they are real. And what is meant by real gases? The gases which cannot obey this ideal gas equation at all values of temperature and pressure are called as real gases. Now if this ideal gas equation is hold good at 0 degree Celsius and at a given constant temperature and at for fixed number of moles, and if we plot a graph of pressure versus product of pressure and volume, here along x-axis pressure in atmosphere and along y-axis it is product of PV, means product of pressure and volume. Now here this is nothing but pressure 200 atmosphere, ATM 400, then 600, then it will be 800 and so on. This is increasing pressure. Now this is nothing but increasing product of PV. That's why it is 10, it is 20, it is 30, it is 40 and so on, increasing PV. Now as the gas hold good for a constant temperature and at fixed number of moles, if this equation hold good for any gas, then what happens? This product PV is constant, it is equals to nRT. Now then the ideal behavior is in this way. Now such a graph or such a line is obtained for ideal gas if it obeys the ideal gas equation perfectly. Now the gases in a nature, if real gases are taken and if we draw the same graph of pressure versus PV for these real gases, then different types of curves are obtained. Now let us consider first of all helium gas is taken, and if for helium gas with different values of pressure, if and the corresponding values of PV, if we plot a graph, then it will be observed that for helium the straight line is obtained in this way. This is for helium. Now if we consider hydrogen gas, then again the same straight line above this is obtained for hydrogen gas. Means these gases, real gases, cannot obey the ideal gas equation. Now if we consider the another gases like N2, O2, CO2, then for nitrogen gas if we study, then what happens? This such a curve is obtained. Initially as pressure increases, PV goes on decrease and then it goes on increase. It is for nitrogen gas, it is for N2 gas. Now again for second gas, if we consider O2, same curve is obtained. As pressure increases, the product of PV decreases and such a curve is obtained. for O2 gas. Now again for CO2 gas, again there will be decrease, and after a minimum value there will be increase for CO2 gas. Means for real gases, the ideal, there is a deviation from ideal gas behavior, and from this graph it is observed that the product of PV is not constant for any of among these 5 gases. Product of PV is not constant. This is first observation from graph. Now second observation, for real gases, the product, these are the real gases, the product of PV deviates from ideal gas behavior. The product of PV may above this ideal gas behavior or below this. Okay. Now third point, what we observe, the product of PV is constant for some gases but only at a very low pressure. See, this is pressure, here pressure is minimum and volume is minimum, but at low P there will be somewhat ideal behavior. Now these are the 3 observation. Now next observation, these among these 5 curves, the 2 different curves are there. These 2 curves are different and these 3 curves are different. Means from this, the first type of curve first, for helium and hydrogen having a smaller molecules, for these 2 gases, what happens initially, as the pressure is lower, some fixed value of PV is there, and as pressure increases, the product of PV also increases linearly with the pressure. Okay. Now these first types of curve of type first are obtained for low having the molecules having smaller molecules like helium and hydrogen. Now the type curve second. Now second type of curve, for this is for nitrogen, oxygen and CO2. What happens initially, pressure is lower, some fixed value of PV is there. Okay, but as the pressure increases, initially there will be decrease, descending product PV to some minimum value, and beyond that minimum value, as P increases, the product of PV also increases. For O2 gas, again what happens, as pressure increases, the value of PV goes on decrease to some value, and beyond the minimum value, again as P increases, product of PV also increases. Now same for curve, initially P is low, then there is a fixed PV, as the P increases. For CO2 also there is a decrease in the product of PV to the minimum value. After that minimum value, as P increases, in the same manner product of PV also increases. This is nothing but the deviation. See here, this is ideal behavior, but all these gases deviates from this ideal behavior. Deviate hona means, deviation means मार्ग से हटना, विचलित होना. Means from this graph we may conclude that the gases in a nature are real. They cannot obey the ideal gas behavior at all values of temperature and pressure. They only follow at a minimum pressure. Some gases follows the ideal gas equation at minimum pressure. At minimum pressure, what is there? Product of PV is constant up to this very small pressure is there. Okay, and at a moderate temperature. Now this is nothing but the deviation of real gases from ideal gas behavior. Now from this it is clear that these gases shows ideal gas behavior only with minimum deviation at a very low pressure and at a high temperature or moderate temperature. Nitrogen gas shows the ideal gas behavior at a low pressure and at a 324 Kelvin. At this 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 nitrogen gas shows the ideal behavior only at a temperature of 324 Kelvin and pressure must be low. It shows the ideal gas behavior, but this nitrogen is real gas. Okay, now see, next point we have to see the reasons for the deviation of these real gases from ideal gas behavior. Now, before reasons of deviation from ideal gas behavior, we must know deviation. Previously, we come to know that if we plot a graph of pressure versus PV, then for ideal gas such a curve is obtained for ideal gas, and the remaining curves for the real gases like helium, H2, N2, O2 and CO2, N2, O2 and CO2 are obtained. Means these real gases shows positive deviation, means above this line He and hydrogen shows, helium and hydrogen shows positive deviation, while nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide shows negative deviation. Now this deviation is explained with the help of a term called as compressibility factor. What is it called? Compressibility factor. Compressibility factor, and it is denoted by Z. This compressibility factor Z is nothing but PV upon RT. Means if Z equals to 1, then what happens? PV equals to RT, and this is for ideal gas. Means for ideal gas this compressibility factor is 1 unity, and this Z is independent on pressure and temperature, and if this Z is not equals to 1, means this PV is not equals to RT, it is for a real gas, and for real gas this compressibility factor Z is depend on pressure and temperature. Now see the reasons of deviation of real gases from ideal gas behavior. Now we know that the molecules of the gases follows the postulates of kinetic theory of gas. Then and then it is possible to study this. Now you know that if the pressure is low and the temperature is high, then these gases shows the ideal gas behavior. But according to kinetic theory of postulates, there are two assumptions are there according to kinetic theory. The first assumption is that there is no force of attraction. There is no force of attraction between the molecules of gases. This is the postulate followed by the gases according to kinetic theory of gas. Now second postulate, the volume of single gas molecule or volume of a molecule is negligible as compared to total volume of gas, These are the two postulates of kinetic theory of gases, but real gases cannot follow these two postulates. That's why there is a deviation in the ideal gas behavior shown by real gases. Now see, there is no force of attraction, but what happens if we condense the gas or vapors? Then what happens? These vapors comes closer and closer and get converted into liquid, means there is a force of attraction. Means this assumption, there is no force of attraction in real gases, is not true, it is false. Now the volume, if we study the volume of a single gas molecule is say 0.05% of the total volume, then we may neglect, but if the pressure is high and the volume of a single gas molecule is not negligible. Means at low pressure the volume of single gas molecule is 0.05%. It may neglect, but at a high pressure, say one can say at 100 atmosphere, this volume is not negligible. What is there? It is not negligible. Means all these two postulates are faulty. That's why these faulty assumptions we cannot, there are the reasons for the deviations of real gases from ideal gas behavior due to these two faulty assumptions.